Hello, World Tank Blitzers. It's a Littlefinger. Hey, I've got 3 games for you. Yeah, not one, not two, but 3 games. First 2 were consecutive games played last night, and the last one, I think, was the 5th battle I played. And so, the month's almost over, so I've been focusing on playing a little bit more in ratings, and I have settled in on the K-91 as one of the best tanks for ratings for me anyway. And quite honestly, I think this might be the best tier 9 heavy tank, and we'll tell you why as we get started here. If you haven't already, and you're liking my content, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like, and leave a comment. All of those things really help me get noticed by YouTube and get premiere videos so more people see the content, and helps me out a good bit. So that is much appreciated. And one of the things that I try to do with this tank is stay stay conservatively on one side of the map or the other, so that I don't get rushed by too many tanks at once. Obviously, the K-91 has the 3-shell autoloader, and when you're playing upper tier and you can put nearly 1,000 damage into somebody, and as we did there, block the return shot, you're starting the game off well. And so we're going to sit here and cap, get out C, and as you know, that certainly helps for your experience points and adding towards that potential mastery. T-32, yeah, we're going to try to get 3 shots to his 1, and we are successful there, finishing him off. So we're now at 2,000 damage in this game with only 1 kill. So, some of the things about this tank, interestingly enough, I believe it's the only tier 9 heavy tank with a 100mm gun. Most of the other tanks have 122, 128, and obviously the KPF has 152, as this E75 YOLOs on through into 3 tanks here and gets taken out. And so what does that mean as far as having a 100mm gun? Well, some of the advantages, in my opinion, you've got a shell velocity up over 1,500. Certainly makes, the faster your shot, the easier it is to hit moving targets, certainly long distance shots. So that is a big positive. You've got a 3-shell autoloader, so you have to be, wary of like instance like this. I have no targets, so let's go ahead and reload as we drive towards these last 2 tanks. And really appreciate the Leopard there telling us that our object is AFK, so it's really 3 on 2. But I think this Vickers there makes a huge mistake, driving straight into the middle of 3 tanks, and we're up at 4,500 damage already. That little object 252U, that thing is troll armor, and as you can see, we're going to bounce a few more shots. And so as you'd also expect with the 100mm gun, it is one of the most accurate guns as far as your aim time and dispersion. So this tank really has a lot going for it, and it being a premium, you're going to make credits, and obviously playing in ratings, you make additional credits, especially when you have games like this where you do 4,700 damage, 94,000 credits in that game. And I've just really started to enjoy this tank. Moving on, game 2, Falls Creek, bottom tier. And looks like I'm carrying this team a little bit. I'd really want to see my ratings get up to 5K, but I've only played like 50 battles, so I'm not too upset that we're sitting at 4,200 right now. Because I've seen a lot of people that are up in the 5,000 having played 500, 600 games already. So I think we're doing well with the few number of games that I have played. And so, really, as far as the armor on this tank, there is a weak spot on the side of the cheeks, and certainly the lower plate. Actually, the side of the tank is pretty weak, but you're going to get some troll bounces out of it, I've found. Outside of that, if you can just do a good job of staying hull down, you can trade 3 shots for 1 most of the times, which is certainly a great trade. The downside, obviously, is you're only doing 350 alpha, whereas most of these other tanks are doing 420, 450, 460 at tier 9 heavy. And certainly, a T-57 heavy, we don't want to get into a one-on-one with him. He's definitely got way more alpha than us. But as you've noticed in this game, I've got 3 TDs behind me, and that heavy was to my right. We had 2 tanks over at A, but they have been completely taken out. So they're coming on the flank. So I wanted to get down to C, put a little pressure on them, and sure enough, this guy pops out, and we can drop all 3 shots into him. Now, do we push on these 2 tanks, not knowing if there's another tank over there? And we've got 3 that are definitely on the flank. So my initial thought here was, let's go back and help on the flank. And as we come, I'm surprised to see a heavy tank sitting out here in the middle. So we're going to do that trade, 3 shots for 1. Yep, and then we're going to get back down to covered as we are. Luckily, we're turning the turret because the T-57 bounces us as we get as low as we can, so he can't shoot us while we reload. I want to get in here and help out our WZ. He's calling for help. I figure if I can get around, I'm safe from the 2 guys on the right. And now that he has lost most of his life, I can pretty much clip him out. 377, 343, he bounces, lovely. And we're going to finish him off. But now we've got a patent on us. This is going to be painful. He's going to get quite a few shots in while we're on this long reload. Not much we can do other than not take damage from other tanks at this point. So I can now clip him, but he's going to get 1 more shot in. And there we go. So 4 on 3. We've got a 1 tank advantage. Waiting on the reload. It's now an even game, and they've got both caps. Yep, they've got both caps. So we're going to come in here, take out the low health object, and try to get both these shots into the T-57, and the first one does not go. Now, this is where I make a pretty dumb decision. Obviously, I'm trying to get away from the T-57, but I've just driven straight into the Sheridan, and I'm not sure why he's running away. But it's now 2 on 1, so we get this first shot to go in, and he's going to come around the corner and watch this. Oof, yeah. So we've got 3 more shots into him, but look at the counter. Look at the counter, guys. E100, can you get him? No, he's gotten around. They're at 850 and counting. At this point, I'm like, do I drive all the way to A? Can I get to A? If I drive to A, is he going to shoot me while I'm in the open? So I'm thinking to myself, my only hope is to catch him out in the open and finish him off. And he sticks his head over, and I shoot the top of the hill. I've got to push. It's at 925. And there, he's fired. I think he's fired. And he's on the run, on the reload. Go, tank, go. And we just barely clip him as he gets around the rock there. And so back-to-back games. This time we're putting 5,300 damage in. 97,000 credits again. And man, am I really loving this tank. Alright guys, so we've got Winter Malinovka here, and we are top tier. The call is going to be up at the windmill. Certainly like that call, especially as top tier. But I really enjoy going to this building right here because you've got several lines of sight from here. So a couple alleyways to get shots in. If you get in trouble, you back down that hill right there. But you can see their lookout. You can see where they're driving through, and then you can see them crossing to get up there. And also if they try to come in short. We're spotted, so I don't want to get shot by the Lova and pull out too far, but this IS-8 is going to be trouble for me. So I'm trying to tuck in as far as I can in the building and just angle as much as possible. But I really need my team to get up to the corner and push that IS-3 back, which they haven't done yet. But we're going to be okay for now, and we're going to be able to manage this positioning. But like I was saying, it really does offer you some great lines of sight. And right now we're just conserving our hit points and trying to get in damage where we can. This is what I'm saying about this gun. The accuracy on it, you hardly have to aim. Snap a shot in and pull back. IS-3 is now gone. We don't have near as much danger. They are going to start to push, but they're going to focus on the lower health tanks at the top. And just look at this Type 59. I mean, talk about not being map aware at this point. Let's just put 2 clips into him. And we'll get the third one. And this is where I'm feeling them really starting to push now. So I don't want to get caught here. So like I said, we're going to back on down this hill and not get pushed too hard. And I'm sensing the outside needs some support. So we're going to hit our engine accelerator and try to get around as, you know, this our team starts to fall apart here. So we'll get in here on the Lova, get 1 shot in, and he's going to back up. Weak sides, so easy to finish him off. Can we get one more into... that was a shame that we traded that shot there. I am prepared at this point just to back all the way around the hill if I have to, if that M6 decides to push, but he is not. He is staying in that position, so I should be able to clip him out. He's just fired, so I have time here. Aim for that side cheek, and he's tucked himself in. Now there's only 2 tanks left, so I'm not as worried about him putting a shot into me. But he bounces. Like I said, the side of this tank can be pretty troll. We get one more shot into him as we continue to drive on by. And what is this guy doing at the back of the map? Come on, heavy tank. Waiting to get to the side as much as possible. And look at this, another bounce. The tank is pretty troll in the armor, I've got to admit. And we've clipped out again. Waiting on this long reload. And is anyone going to get any more damage? Am I going to get the kill? Ah, he bounced. So we are going to be able to get the kill here for our 3rd kill. And as you can see, 5,800 damage. So 3 aces in a matter of 5 battles. and this is a must-own tank, guys. When it comes back on sale, I am going to just tell you, just buy it. I love this tank. I love everything it has to offer. And there you have it, guys. So 3 aces yesterday. Had fun with that. And remember, guys, have fun out there. Stay safe. Get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.